Hi, welcome back. I'm Wood Boyles and this is the World History Project. I thought it would be a good idea to walk you through the structure of how each lesson is going to go. So first, we're going to have a driving question. This is going to be a historical question that we're going to seek to answer throughout the lesson. Second, we're going to have a word of the day. And this is going to help us to understand and be able to answer that driving question. Third, you'll have a task. This could be watching a video, reading an article, or completing an activity. And finally, you're going to log an entry into your historian's journal. Got it? Okay, let's dive in. So the question of the day is, how are you part of history? I bet you're thinking that history is just something that happened in the past. But actually, you're living it right now. The things you buy, the choices you make, the places you go, all impact the future. Think about this for a minute. In 100 years from now, or even 200 years from now, what will they be saying about us? What do you want that story to be? This brings us to our word of the day, which is scale. Scale is changing between perspectives of time and space. Think about this. When you zoom in on a picture with your camera, you get to see all the little details, and those can be helpful. But sometimes if you zoom out, you get to see more of the complete story. How does this apply to history? Well, think about this. I'm going to ask you another question, and I bet you didn't expect a second question today, but I'm going to give it to you. What caused World War II? Some of you might say Hitler's invasion of Poland in 1939. Some of you might say the Treaty of Versailles and the War Guilt Clause that placed all the blame of World War I on Germany. But I might say, as a historian, I might zoom out and say that the Industrial Revolution caused World War II because it led to imperialism and it led to Europe competing for natural resources all across the globe. So that's my answer, the Industrial Revolution. Now that we have a better understanding of scale, I want to talk to you a minute about your historian's journal. So what is it? For me, it's different than a diary. A historian's journal is meant for someone to look back on 100 years from now, 200 years from now, 1,000 years from now, depends on what scale you're using. But a diary is more so something that you're going to look back on later on. So we're really not looking for a diary here. We're looking for more something that someone else is going to be able to read later on. So in your historian's journal today, I want you to take a look at that original question. I want you to think about 3 ways that you're responding to COVID-19. This is going to show us, how are you a part of history? But Mr. Boyles, we don't know how to write a historian's journal. Well, don't worry about it. Rachel Hansen has put together a video that explains a little more detail what a historian's journal actually is. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.